What's new, Cape Cod? Every morning we ask, and you answer. This is Stephanie in the Morning, where locals take the mic. Your neighbor, your favorite shop owner, maybe you. Business, community, culture, and whatever's on your mind over coffee. Let's start the day together. Powered by Lemonadio. Hello and good morning. We've got a special guest in the studio with us this morning. We've got Judy Laster, the executive director of the Woods Hole, and we're hearing Woods Hole Wake Up behind her, film festival. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you so much for having me. Yes, we are right on the Water Street in Woods Hole, and things happen every day, early and often.
How long have you been involved with the Woods Hole Film Festival, Judy? I know 35 years is how long the festival has been going on, but what drew you there?
So I started the Woods Hole Film Festival 35 years ago with a friend of mine. We were both Woods Hole summer kids, and she was getting into filmmaking, and I was making a film, and we were like, we should start the Woods Hole Film Festival. Never thinking necessarily that it would become what it is now. It started out as a 1 day, 1 hour event. We screened 5 short films. And, at that time, the Sundance Film Festival was 10 years old. And I remember there was an article in the New York Times, about what is a film festival. So we were like, well, Woods Hole will be the East Coast version of Sundance. And over the years, things just grew and grew and grew. And now, 35 years later, we're not really that different, especially in terms of the films that we program.
What are we looking at this year? I mean, every single year kind of has a theme, right? Or does it?
We actually never have a theme because we never know what films we're going to get. I mean, the thing that keeps me so interested and sort of excited about doing this every year, and believe me, it's really difficult. Anybody who runs an 8-day event would be like, you're insane. But, we start out with
I do also agree with that.
like a blank slate. We know where we want to go, but we have no idea if we're going to get there. And so we spend almost the entire year taking film and screenplay submissions, looking at those. And we have a team of about 45 people that evaluates all of the films. And then we have programmers that put the different sections together. And in addition to the films, we have panel discussions, workshops, music, parties. So we know the basic outline of what we want to do, but we don't know what the content is going to be pretty much until the festival actually starts. Because,
It's
we
so
have
incredible.
people who apply and who are coming from all over the world to be here. And the reason I think that that's happened, and we've done a lot of inquiry, especially with our alums this year, about what makes the Woods Hole Film Festival special. Well, one interesting thing is, of the 5 people whose short films we screened in that first 1 day, 1 hour event, all of them are still making films, which is actually incredible. But what people say about the Woods Hole Film Festival, that's a little bit different from other film festivals, but probably pretty similar to the festivals on the Cape and Islands, is that what we do is create a community. So for 8
Yeah.
days, we have, and this year we're going to have about 125 filmmakers coming here, some
Wow.
from as far away as India. They come here. Often filmmakers don't get a chance to meet each other when they're at festivals either, because they're so focused on their films. But we really have an 8-day experience that incorporates the filmmakers into every aspect of it. And we also like to say we're a no rope lines festival, meaning that, the audience and the filmmakers and everybody exists at the same level. So the goal is for people to meet each other, to see the films, to get inspired, to learn about interesting people who are making films, and to really help the independent filmmakers who spend, some of them, many, many, many years making these films. And especially like for the ones who are premiering here, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's the first time they're going to see their film on a screen with an audience. And, we try and really both represent the independent film world to the community at large, but also remind filmmakers that, they have an opportunity now to integrate with the community who is going to be their audience. And, if you ever release a film theatrically, a lot of independent filmmakers will go out on the road with their film, but sometimes you can't. And it's such a different experience seeing a film with an audience than it is just letting it go out into the world. And I think that's why film festivals are so great, all of them.
Well, the accessibility, right? That's really what it is. When you've got, you're sitting there with the person who made this film and you're watching all together. That's an incredible experience. Often money can't buy. So it is that intimacy with the audience also.
It's that intimacy, it's also that connection, because when you see something for the first time and you fall in love with it, you want to own it from then on, right?
So
So
true.
you then have had an experience that's going to stick with you for a long time, which means that you're going to also sort of evangelize for that film and really hopefully follow the filmmakers. I mean, a lot of filmmakers are here for the first time with a film. So it's a big deal. And our goal is to really, like I said initially, create that community both of filmmakers, but the community at large of people who are going to be excited about what we're doing. And, I liken what we do to sculpture too. We start out with a block of something and, we hope that we're gonna
What's it
create
going to
the
be?
create the David. That's our goal, right?
I love that. We're talking to Judy Laster. She's the executive director of the Woods Hole Film Festival. Let's talk to people that have never been to a film festival. Might seem a little bit much. You know what I mean? You've got the website and there's events and there's films and there's passes, and they're just not sure where to start.
Yeah, so it can seem a little bit overwhelming if you've never been to a film festival before. But the important thing to remember if you've never been to one before is that you can do it however you want. And you can buy one ticket to one film, or you can buy a pass and go to as many as you want. And on the website, we have all of the information about each of the films and events. We also created a document that kind of breaks everything down into segments and sections so that, like, if you like a certain type of film, these are the recommended films that you might want to consider. We also include information about which films will have filmmakers present. And so if you want to be at a film where there's going to be a Q&A, and that's a question and answer period following a screening, you may want to go to that film. We also have films that are documentary, narrative, short features. We have shorts blocks. We have shorts before features. We have master classes, panel discussions, workshops. We have parties with live music at them. So you can do as much or as little of it as you want. I think, the best thing if you've never been to the festival is to just dive in headfirst and go and do as much as you can.
Today, July 1st, oh my gosh,
Oh my God.
single tickets are available, right?
Individual tickets go on
Yeah.
sale. Yeah, they went on sale at midnight.
Oh my God. So, and I'm talking short money. You can get a six pack of films that you want to go see and only pay, it's less than $100 to be able
Less
to
than
be
a
involved,
hundred bucks.
right?
And if you're a member, it's even less than, we have a huge discount for members as well. For those that don't know, we do screen films year round through our dinner and a movie series. So if you're a member, you get discounts year round too. But yes, you can buy a package of tickets. Let's say you and a friend want to go to 3 films. You buy a 6 pack, there you are. And it's a discount, and you can buy one film, you can buy 6 films. So that we try and make it as easy as possible with as many selections as possible.
RTB says it's always a great as an audience member when you've got an opportunity to interact with the director, the producer, the actor. You get to share how the film affected you. And sometimes personal stories you have resonate in the film by the character or the script. It's wonderful for everyone participating. We agree, RTB.
Yes, RTB, come to the festival.
Not only do you have that, I love the merch this year. It's super cute. You've got Pat Clark designing it, which we have the same childhood alma mater. We went to Bishop Ian. He went on to Babson. But every time I see Pat Clark, I get so excited when I see his work out there. And he's been a huge advocate of everything ocean forever.
Yeah, we love Pat, and we're so sad that he moved out of Woods Hole, but we still like him anyhow. He's got a company called Cape Clasp, and we've been working with them for the past 5 years. And what I love about what we do with him is so each year we come up with a new design. And the new design is a story in and of itself. And it's a story based on some sort of ocean situation. And we try and make it as filmy and thematic as possible. And this year, the character that we are incorporating is called a leaf sheep, which is a tiny little nudibranch sea slug that is only found in the Pacific. And it's like it's about the size of a grain of rice, but it's one of the only ocean creatures that photosynthesizes. It eats chlorophyll and it photosynthesizes. So it's bright and beautiful. And if you look it up, they are getting super popular. And last year, our image was an axolotl, and we were convinced nobody would know what that was. And how
Oh,
wrong were we? Everybody
right?
knows what they are. Everybody knows
Yeah.
what they are. And everybody, even little kids who can't speak yet, can say the word axolotl. So,
That's amazing. Oh, I love the character, and I didn't realize that there is a thematic situation to go along with it. Dawn, you better sign up to come and co-host with me at some point. I'll send you the link if you want to get up at crazy o'clock. Dawn's joining us from the West Coast. We're
ah,
talking to Judy Laster from the Woods Hole Film Festival, which is about to kick off July 25th. It goes until August 1st. This is such a curated, fun experience that has so many volunteers. Can you talk about your volunteer group? Because I think that is what makes or breaks an event.
well, that and our incredible staff. I mean, people come
Yeah.
from all over to be part of this. When I introduce the festival at screenings, I always say it's kind of like Shangri-La in that, like, for these 8 days, this world opens up into this incredible community, and the volunteers and the staff and everybody who's part of it owns it, and they have their own festival experience. And it's just so great because so many people have developed friendships and relationships out of coming here, and filmmakers too. They're like, I want to come back even if I don't have a film there. And that's because, like any film festival, I'm sure Provincetown, Nantucket, Martha's Vineyard, it's really about the community. And so volunteering is a great way to be involved. You can help make the trains run on time, and then you also get to see films too, and you get a great t-shirt. What's you
That
know
really is what it is. Free merch.
What's the use of volunteering without a t-shirt?
Absolutely. Now, the whole list of films and events, like what is your favorite part of putting all this together for so many years and that keeps you having to say, all right, I'm going to stick around for another year. I love this. This is my life's blood.
I mean, I love everything
What's your
about
favorite
it.
part?
Yeah, everything about it, but the best thing is just when it happens. When it all happens and you see the lines of people and you see them come in and they watch a film, and then afterwards, they're just so happy that they've seen it. And the Q&As and meeting the filmmakers. I mean, everything about it I love. However, it is incredibly difficult. It's the most complex thing I can imagine doing because, we work the entire year to make these 8 days run smoothly and to make it so that when people come, they have a good experience. That's the goal. And so we depend on everyone to sort of play their part too.
What is probably one of the funniest snafus you remember over the last 35 years? I gotta know. Putting
Well,
this together, there's always a bleep show.
I wouldn't say it was funny, but there was one time a number of years ago when, if you're from Cape Cod, you might know that we sometimes have trouble keeping the lights on around here. And so we were in the middle of a screening at the Old Woods Hole Fire Station, which literally used to be a fire station, and there was a screening room upstairs. They still had the pole in the olden days where you could slide down to the first floor.
Awesome.
But the electricity went out in the whole town, on the whole street, right in the middle of a film.
No.
But being the resourceful people that we are, we had a very long extension cord, and we were able to
Get the generators.
throw it out the window of the second floor of the fire station and take it across the alley to the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution and plug it in because they have a generator. And the show went on.
That's
And
amazing.
that's the kind of thing that I love it when that kind of stuff happens.
Well, you got science, engineer, and ingenuity down there. So, like, we'll get this done. We're going to
We'll
finish
get this
watching
done. I
this.
mean, that really is actually such a great thing too, which makes us a lot different from other festivals, which is that, you know, when we talk about community, it's not just a film community. We are surrounded by all these amazing scientific institutions that we collaborate with constantly to both make both screen content that's relevant to the work that they do, but also to help us make the festival happen. We couldn't do it without them because we use their spaces. We collaborate with them on ideas. We do things year round together. I mean, actually, next week we're screening Jaws
So fun.
outside in back of the Redfield building, and that's a collaboration with Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution, sponsored by the Yawkey Foundation, and we try and do something like that every year, you know, too, to sort of have fun community events. So being in Woods Hole, which for those of you who may not have been here, basically it's kind of one long street. It's called Water Street. Um, you know, it's a small village with a big worldwide impact, basically.
Yeah, it's incredible. I definitely suggest going down there and checking it out. It's one of our favorite places to go between the little aquarium that exists. I don't know if it's still open. I think there was a situation a few years back.
There's not a situation, but they're renovating it. It'll open again, I think, in the fall, or at least it'll be open for next summer. But yeah, I mean, there's so much on this one street. Basically, it's ocean science for the world here. And not to also overlook all of the amazing places that have pastries. There's a lot of pastries in Woods Hole.
I know you just got a new French bakery this
We have a
year,
new
along
French
with pie in the
bakery
sky.
and coffee obsession, and then we have the taqueria and the landfall and Captain Kidd. So, you know, you're not going to starve here. So that's
No,
a good thing.
definitely not. I absolutely adore everything to do with Woods Hole, and I think that this film festival is something that everybody should at least experience one time, even if it's for one movie that you get on down and put your toe into this festival. What is the best way for people to grab tickets, find out about the films? Is just go to the website, right?
Go to the website, give us a call. If you're local, come on down. Our office is open every day from 10 to 5. The box office is going to be open daily starting on Monday, and that is in the bottom of the Old Woods Hole Fire Station at 72 Water Street. Some people are concerned a little bit about parking. This year we have arrangements with both the Woods Hole Oceanographic and the Marine Biological Laboratory, and then also the steamship. The steamship is allotting some spaces so people can park there and then take the shuttles back and forth to Woods Hole. They still have to pay for parking, but if you're not if you don't want to drive to Woods Hole, you can park in Falmouth and take a ride down here.
I definitely want to go there. The night before the film festival, there's a John Prine thing
Oh,
that's happening. And I've got a
that
best friend that's
film.
obsessed with John Prine. So I was like, we got to go.
It's one of the best films we screened all year. This is the fifth time that we're screening it.
Okay. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm gonna
It's
have to dig in.
it's so good. Anybody who loves John Prine, anybody who loves music, rush to see this film. It's actually going to be going away. We're not going to be able to show it anymore after August 1st. So this is it for
All right,
us,
I'm putting
baby.
it in my calendar.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Judy. I really appreciate your time. We're thrilled to have the film festival.
Thank
Once
you.
again, 35 years is a feat. I mean, that's a relationship right there.
That's a relationship. And if I didn't mention it though, our website is woodsholefilmfestival.org.
And I'm going to drop it in the chat too if you want to
Okay.
connect with Judy and find other ways to be involved in our film community. This event goes on for 8 full days, and
Yep.
there's so many incredible people and events that are happening within it. I definitely suggest you jump into the ecosystem, grab some merch, volunteer.
Dive in head first and just take a risk. I mean, it's not a risk like a scary risk. Just do it. If you don't have friends that want to do it, actually, I think it's better to go by yourself. That way you can see what you want when you want.
And maybe meet some people that you might be
Maybe you
like.
will meet people. You will meet people. You will create relationships. We've had marriages come out of the Woods Hole Film Festival. Lots of them.
See, these are the side stories that I absolutely love. I want the Woods
Absolutely.
Hole lore.
Well, come on down and buy me a drink and I'll tell you everything.
All right, Judy, that is a date. Everybody have a great time. Make sure you visit the Woods Hole Film Festival. Single individual tickets go on sale today. They're on sale now. So go grab them, check out
Thank
the
you.
box office, and head to the website. We'll talk soon. Bye,
Thank you,
Judy.
Stephanie. Appreciate it.